chair. Look at this box. Cat per scale. But if you're here, if you are trying to watch this, I got myself a new chair. Took way too long to get here, by the way. Not the issue with the with Secret Lab, which is the chair that I got. Can I watch myself, please? I ordered this like about a month ago. No, it's 3 weeks ago. It's the biggest chair. It's the Titan Evo series. It says extra large because I'm extra large, basically. And I got the skin actually. I haven't played the game, by the way, but it is the Cyberpunk 2077 set. And I got this skin because I just like the colors. I'm sorry, every gamer out there. I don't play that many games, but I really like the colors. Okay. So I got the Titan series because I'm a big girl. I weigh a lot, so it took 3 weeks to arrive. Not because it's far away. It came from Germany, and Germany usually is like the neighboring country of the Netherlands. So that should not be the reason why it took 3 weeks. It took 3 weeks because UPS is absolutely like the service, the people who are at service desk, very charming, love them. The service itself is fucked. Sorry guys. If you work at UPS, I understand a lot of things. Like I understand that you are busy, you have a certain time regimen, there are certain restrictions that you have, right? But I have had so many problems with receiving this package because if you don't know, at least in UPS the Netherlands, you can track your package. You can actually look at the map and see where the package is. The first time it was supposed to be delivered, the truck stood still for 4 hours during the time that it was supposed to be delivered to me, and it wasn't even close to where I was. So I was like, what's going on? And I don't mind waiting, you know. I wait for so many things, especially after COVID. Things like, yeah, things are restricted. But then it just never went to my place. The truck just went to the depot in Utrecht, which is like, why? And then I got a message from UPS like, yeah, you weren't home. I'm like, what? I was home. I was home for hours. I was at home because I wanted to get the package delivered. I was like, no, you weren't home. So like, what's going on? Okay. So second time delivery, also I was at home all day, didn't hear my doorbell ring, did not hear knocking, nothing. And again, they said, you weren't home. There's one last time you were going to receive the package. I'm like, what on earth is going on? So on a Tuesday, I was like, okay, I'm not at home on Wednesday usually. I usually work from the office. So I will call service desk. Like I said, service desk people, very charming, I love them. They actually do a lot for you. Okay, that's good. Kom, ga je eruit? Kom. Kom. Uit. Kom. Je hebt meerdere dozen. Kom. Up, up, up. Ga eruit. Kom, eruit. Kom. Hup. Ga eruit. Jesus. I know you're comfy there, but you're not supposed to be in there. Come on. Uit. Kom. Come on. Come on. Yes. Got you. 1, 2, 3. The thing is, before you reach a human being, you have to go through all the madness that is AI service desk. And that's impossible to go with because you have this tracking number, right? I don't know how long the tracking number is in other countries, but the tracking number here in the Netherlands was like 17 numbers and letters. And I got a W and a V somewhere in there. And the V in Dutch is a V. And that is just non-comprehensible for any AI system. Like, the V is just never done. But you had to, so the AI service desk wanted me to speak my tracking number into the phone, which took like a full minute to do that, and then it will repeat back to me, of course, completely not on the mark, and then I have to say no, and I have to go again, and then say no, and then go again, and say no, and go again, and then after like the 5th time, it was like, well, we cannot get a compromise here, let's get you a human being. So finally, at the Tuesday, I got a human on the phone, and I was like, hey, I'm not at home on Wednesday. Can you deliver the package on a Thursday? And I'm like, yeah, of course we can. We do that. So I get home on Wednesday, and there is a little note in my mailbox that says, you weren't home. I'm like, what the frick? I told you explicitly that I wasn't home on Wednesday. And they were like, okay. And UPS was like, well, this is the so many umpteenth time we were delivering. We're gonna send it back to where you bought it from, which is in Germany. I was like, no, the hell you're not. So I called again on a Wednesday. I was like, why was it delivered? Did you try to deliver it on a Wednesday when I explicitly said I was home on a Thursday? Well, they said, well, yeah, the change wasn't registered. They're like, what do you mean the change wasn't registered? I called explicitly for this. Why wasn't it registered? So on Wednesday, so I did the whole thing with the AI again, then got a human, then they said it wasn't registered. Like, can you please try again on a Thursday? And they said, of course. And I'm like, are you sure it will be registered now? And they said, well, we don't know. Just call again on Thursday in the morning. We're like, sure. So Thursday in the morning, like 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:15, I call again. Of course, I need to go through the entire AI service desk again. It's always faulty. So it's like, get me a human, please. And what happened? So I was like, where's my package? Will it be delivered today? And the person on the other side of the phone, on the UPS service desk, they said, well, no, because the change wasn't validated. I mean, what do you mean the change wasn't validated? I called 2 times already. Why wasn't the change validated? Well, it wasn't validated. I was like, okay, so when it will be delivered then? Because I don't want it to go back to Germany. And it's like, when you're home? I was like, Friday then. If it's not going to be delivered today on Thursday, I will be at home on Friday. Like, okay, we put it Friday. I'm like, is this change validated now? Are you validating it? Will it be delivered on Friday? And I'm like, yeah, okay. It will be validated, it will be delivered on Friday. So I am here, it's my day off. I don't even have to work on that Friday. I sit in my living room, so right here, where I can hear the doorbell clearly, where I can hear people knocking, when I can hear people coming through the door. I don't hear anything. I decide to check on the tracking system around 3:30, and the tracking system says, you weren't at home. I'm like, I'm very frustrated right now. So I got another call to the UPS. I found out if you don't do like track my package, but if you do like wait until the entire thing is run, and you just go like, do you want to get someone from service point? It's way faster to get a human online. So if you want to have a human service desk, just call UPS and then go like, don't go like lost track or whatever. Just go straight through to the last option. It's way faster. And the person, let's call her Anita, which is kind of a Dutch version of it's not the best Dutch name, but I got an Anita on the line, and I was like, I really have to complain about this. This is a big complaint right now because I have been at home for so many days and you haven't delivered it. You haven't even come by. You haven't even tried to ring my doorbell. It was such an awful thing. I was so frustrated. I'm usually never angry at people, especially if they are not the ones doing this. It was actually the person driving the truck that was just not being able to figure out the doorbell or something, because that's a thing that actually happens here in my apartment. They just cannot figure out the doorbell, and it's like, this takes too much time, so we just say you're not home. But that's so frustrating. So Anita there was like, well, we can put it to a service point, like a point where you can retrieve the package. I'm like, fine. It wasn't available before because this package, as you can see, it's freaking huge. I will put it beside myself for scale later. It's freaking huge. It's 38 kilograms, so that's like that's 70, like almost 80 pounds. This thing, it's 80 pounds. It's freaking huge. And they were like, yeah, we cannot put that at the service point. And like, will you please make an exception, because this will be an endless battle between you and me. You say you were there and I weren't home, and I was home all day, and you just did not do your duty. And it was like, yeah, okay. Anita was like, yeah, we put it on the service point. So I thought it was finally fixed, they don't work in the weekend, so let's go. They would bring it to a service point on Monday, which is today, and then put it at the service point, and I will retrieve the package. Maybe get my boyfriend with this, because it's a hefty package. I didn't know it was this big. I got a call this morning from probably the truck driver. Yeah, I'm not gonna put it at the service point because that's not possible. It's too big. I'm like, what? We made an explicit compromise that this was going to be put at the service point. And the truck driver was like, well, we can't. It's against the policy. I was like, what will we do now? I was like, and he was like, well, we can deliver it tomorrow. I'm like, okay, I'm at home tomorrow, but do you promise that you call, one of the truck drivers will call 5 minutes before, so I can go to the main entrance and retrieve the package there? I don't mind. I don't care anymore, basically. I don't care anymore what's going on, as long as I get my package. It was like, yeah, okay. Not 3 hours later, I got another call from the Utrecht depot where this was standing there. It was like, we cannot do this. We cannot do this. Why? It says that it will be brought to a service point. It's really difficult. And finally, they were like, you can get it from the depot if you have a vehicle and you can bring it there. Like, sure. I will prefer anything as long as I get it, So today after work, I got my car. I have a Volkswagen Up, which is not the biggest car you can get. From it, it's a bit bigger than the Smart 4 basically. So I got my Volkswagen Up, and I drove to the depot where this package was in. Big confusion, because nobody knew what was going on anymore. Nobody. Everyone was like, it's supposed to be at the service point, but it cannot be at the service point because it's too big. I said, I know it should not be at the service point, but I just couldn't deliver it at my home. It should be at the service. It's like, I was told this morning that it was here, and it was a big mess, very big mess. But eventually, like, and I have to reiterate, all humans were very kind. There's like no fault of their on their end. I'm pretty sure it's just the system that's really confusing, and the fact that the truck driver just doesn't know how my apartment works. Um, so they actually got it into my car. They actually got the took the time to get it out of the depot and bring it to my car, which was barely big enough to carry it. It was barely big enough. They could partly use their hands like on the side. It was barely big enough. So it was funny there. I drove home, and then it was like, oh my god, I am not on my own. This thing weighs 80 pounds. I cannot carry 80 pounds on my own, especially not on a on a thing like this. This is quite a hefty package. It's very hefty package. So what did I do? So the outside was already very scuffed and very yeah, it wasn't looking the prettiest. So I just decided that because I already had this one, because this one was delivered separately, by the way. I thought, well, because this looks so neat and well packaged, the inside would probably be well packaged as well. So I just rolled rolled this box to the other side of the street. Got it. I actually got very very I had to laugh so much. So I was just rolling this thing. So doing poof and poof and poof, just hoping nothing would break. Like, because that would be, I rather have like one thing that breaks in this whole thing, and I have to wait for one thing that they actually can put into my mailbox or something, than waiting for this again. So I rolled it down. I actually had to carry it up three stairs. So I had to calculate it very very narrowly, so how it would end up. So it turns out I can carry 80 pounds if it is easy to carry. So that's a good thing, I guess. And then I got it in my home, and now I'm trying to unpack it. One of the things that I don't know if there is a description in this box, but let me. Goodbye, my fellow artisans. This was a fun stream. Bye.